Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Tiny Bookshop. It's a new year here. We are on the first day of spring, and according to the Bookstonbury review, semester break has ended at SBU, but it's also a mega savings day. So I thought, what better time than to go back into that long-standing crime investigation about the murder of the wacky, wailing, inflatable, arm-flailing tube man. We're going to go back there today. I've already spent quite a bit of money after our failed attempt at getting the clock tower, so we've got a load more books and stuff in place, and I have redecorated my little shop in advance. So we have a lot of stuff themed around selling kids and crime books today. What I do need to do is put my children's books on the top shelf, because they are, we have the benefit of the stepladder. So having the stepladder active, we need to make sure that they are on the top shelf so that people can reach them. We're then going to stack a load of crime books in here, and then I'm going to fill in with the remaining kind of mishmash of other stuff. I want to try and just start managing these sales a little bit better. So we're going to have a lot of fact books in there. We'll stick a lot of travel books along the bottom, and then some fantasy. The only books I'm not going to take are classics, which could be a risk, but I only have 9 left in stock, which isn't ideal. So let's head to the Mega Marché and see if our Cozy Sunday is indeed going to be a cozy one. Oh, Fern's already there waiting for us. Interesting. Right, okay. Are you just standing there? Good work finding that murder weapon. If we can figure out whose knife it is, we'll be one step closer to cracking this case. Perhaps you should ask around at other locations. Someone must know whose this knife is. Ah, great. So I now have to go to different locations. I've come here specifically looking to try and find the murderer. And, yeah. Well, I guess maybe we could have a look at some of those locations where we mainly sell crime books. Or maybe we think about, you know, I guess we could go up to the castle ruins and see what that's about. Or maybe we could, where else is there we could go? Maybe, well, I want to go back to Var Beach because it's spring, so that would be a good one. I just talked to my Uncle Klaus and he told me I'm allowed to ask as many questions. No, you're not. Klaus, why did you do, oh, you're allowed to ask Klaus many questions, right? Okay. Okay. Oh, God. We haven't found who did it yet, Harbour. Okay, right. A nice, easy start. We want to make at least £130 to break even on all of our purchases, but I'm not quite sure if that's going to be possible, so we'll just see what goes on. Pass my exam, you want a non-fiction reading, you want a 700-page commitment, and you like reading about real places. I don't know if we're going to have that. I really don't. Oh, well, that's French cooking. Could be worth the risk, given that it's a 700-page... Ooh, ha! There you go. Winner. Perfect. You'd think they would have written an extra like 20 or so pages to make it a 1,000-page book, though. If it's 1,000 places to see before you die, why isn't it 1,000 pages? I'm flying off the shelves today. But obviously, it is discount day, so we lose £1 per sale, but we could get a big sale. We could sell a lot because there are more people here. Right, you're back. Spent too much of winter holed up inside. I reckon it's time to get back into yoga this spring. Every Tuesday at Rye Park. Ah, a new location. God, it's been a while since we had one of those. I was also looking through my sticker books, and there's a few things I do need to address. Right, I look into this. One day where I hardly noticed the rain showed up to an empty park, so don't repeat my mistakes. Okay, don't go to the park when it's raining. I'll go back to the stickers in a second. New hobby, but you don't like dry books. Well, nature? I don't really... What about cooking? But you want something that's kind of comedic, I guess? Right, what about this? Oh, Anthony Bourdain, The Wilder Shores of Love. Right, okay. Let's go for this. It's not dry. There we go. Right, wonderful. Right, very quick look at our sticker book here. So if we go to our memories, if we look on Tilda, I've got wishes for Tilda here to make her hospital stay more comfortable. Now, this is an issue as she is no longer in hospital. So that can be quite difficult. We also need to bring the board game to the hospital. So we can't do that. But if we go to the hospital and Tilda turns up there, it should still trigger the quest, I think. That's what my reading has told me anyway. So we need to be very careful with that. We don't really know what she likes. We've got nothing in there to tell us anything, unless there's some notes here. Ooh, this lists all of our effects. I've never looked at this screen before. Obviously, we've then got the top up here. We've got Harper, Fern, and Klaus here. But it's looking like... Oh, hang on. This is a historical record, isn't it? Of everything that we've... Oh, it's just today. Can I go back and look at spring, or do I just get this for the month? Hey, I'm discovering new things here. Sorry, getting sidetracked. Right, so then we've got Anne. We don't have any memories with Anne. We've got 3 manuscripts for Fern. We've got everything here done, but well, as far as I can tell, we've got everything done here. Clearance sale, hot new deals, and then the treasured shop. I don't know how many memories we actually get. We still need to find Klaus a stage for his band and an audience. Then we've got Maryam. We've got Moira. And then the seashells, which we'll get back to eventually. So yes, that little series of quests for Tilda, we didn't complete while she was in hospital. So the timeline's a little bit off, but if she does turn up at the hospital, from my reading, it will happen. Right, so we're talking to the bookseller. I'm looking for a romance set in the past, but dry books can be a bit boring. Right, okay, you haven't asked for a play. This is key. This is key. So, you want a love story set in the past. Right, let's have a look. I don't know if we're going to get a Pollyanna, Hatchet, The Girl Who Rode the Ocean. I don't know if we're going to get this. Right, okay. Feminist sci-fi play turned comic book series. Let's try this. I don't know if it's going to work. I thought it sounded good. But we are nearly back up to breaking even. We've sold 20 crime books in a single day. We've sold out of crime books. That's excellent work. Right, okay, let's see if we can get this last recommendation. Coming of age book. Right, you don't mind reading young adult fiction. Right, let's have a look in here. Not that one. Definitely not that one. The Green Ember. Scarecrows of Oz. Ooh, okay. Right. It doesn't look like there's going to be any coming of age stuff in here. We could try Starstruck again. I wouldn't call it a coming of age book, though. What about this? Girl Who Rode the Ocean. Let's give that a go anyway. Yeah, that works. Wonderful. And is that another one? Amazing. Right, okay. Let's wait for our inspiration to go down a little bit and then we'll take on that final recommendation. It does not matter because, right, he wants a crime novel obsessed with mythology and folklore. Right, well, I don't really have any of that. You do want a fantasy novel, though. Let's try Dark Matter because it's the only one I've got. There we go. Wonderful. Final pickup of the day. That takes us up over £140. So actually, despite spending a lot of money at the beginning of this episode, we've made some massive strides there. Kids' books really sold well today. Obviously, we've got a lot of stuff there that is going to help us selling that. So that was a good move. We saved this blueprint as well. So that gives us a really good platform to build on at the very beginning of this year. And we just need to see what spring is going to have for us. It's a new shelf. Oh my God, 50 books, £450. That is mine. Ho ho, we are in the money now. Right, let's go to our bookshop. It's time probably to retire the little crate. Now, we need to try and fit this in, though, because these are going to be snug fits, aren't they? I don't know if I have a look at this shelf where it's... Oh, my God, it fits in there. Oh, we are on fire now. This is fantastic. Right, let's paint this shelf so that everything is matching. Oh, wonderful. What a day. What a day. So we didn't get the tiny clock tower, but what we have to do is concede that it's actually ended up being worth it in the end, because now we can sell a whopping, like, I think it's 100 books that takes us up to, or over 100 books even. So what's going on today? We have nothing. It is raining. Now, because it's raining, I want to just go into my bookshop here. Let's have a quick look. We can still sell crime and kids books. I wonder if... is there anything... Where's good to go when it's raining, though? Mega Marché, we know. We definitely can't go to Rye Park. Hospital, probably not the best place. Maybe we go to the university. We've got some fact books. Let's have a look in the paper, see if there's anything we can grab. We'll just grab the random book selections here. We don't really want any more kids' books just yet. Classics are starting to rebuild again. Drama. That's good. Well, I think maybe we go to Café Liberté. So, we can now get 114 books. Oh my word. This is sensational. Right, classics, crime and travel. So, we aren't going to take any classics. We have travel here. We've got a boost to drama as well. So I'm going to fill up with crime. We are still going to take some kids books though. So let's have kids books on that top shelf and then on that top shelf. That's 20 kids books. Then we'll go with crime. Along there. Then, did it say fact books sold quite well here? Travel. Okay, so we'll stick travel books in here. And here. We can actually fit in 20 of each book. Then I'm going to place some fact books along there. No, we'll put our fact books here. Then, let's stick some fantasy in. Just 10 of those, because I know they don't sell particularly well here. Then we'll put a little selection of classics, because we know they do sell. Let's actually get rid of this fantasy selection and put some drama in. And then we'll have the drama going along there, and then some fantasy there. And we've just got an achievement for having at least 100 books on our shelves. What a beautiful looking library this is. Off we go to Café Liberté. Let's see what happens. Now, it's not the best layout, and obviously... Oh, Moira, be a dear and fetch the old coffee beans from the cellar. What's wrong with the coffee I bought? It has a much better certi... Now, sweetheart, don't be silly. The Liberté has always used Chico Tradizio. It's what our customers expect. Our customers didn't mind the coffee I brewed them last week. Humph. Well, it's time to get things back on track. Are you serious? Oh, dear. Somebody's not happy. How can you not even recognise how well I handled the cafe while you were gone? Because I'm very much capable. I have a business degree, but you never seem to know it. Oh, gosh, right. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. We've had a big bust up here. This isn't good. Oh. Poor Moira. Well, that wasn't the start I expected. Having too much choice can make finding the right book a little harder for some. Oh. Still, it can be worth it to make sure you don't run out of books anytime soon. So if we have more than 100 books in stock, it's difficult. That is not good. We lose a 15% chance of selling our books. That is frustrating. Right, okay, well, coffee machine is on. Guess you heard. Yeah, I did hear that, Moira. Seems like the whole plaza heard. You know, I love my nan in the Liberté, but sometimes she just drives me up the wall. How can anyone be so stubborn? Obvious now where Dad gets it from. Anyways, I can't be around here right now, sorry. So you came into my bookshop to tell me that and won't even buy a book, and I turned my coffee machine on for you. I can't say hello to the cat. I can pet my dog, but I can't say hello to the cat. And the other thing I noticed, Buddy's jumper only appears when it's cold or wet. so I wasn't able to change the color of it. I'm like starting to realize there's loads more customization and stuff that you can do when you get these paints, so I'm gonna have to start picking them up. Right, you want a play, even if it's a little bit outdated, and it needs to be a comedic play. Right, okay, right, let's first of all have a look here, see if we actually have any plays, and we don't. Okay, what about dramas? Again, nothing drama based, unfortunately. Fact won't do it. I've got some more dramas here. The Mouse and Other Plays, right? Okay, it's a mystery. It's an Agatha Christie. Miracle Worker. Oh, that's a play. Semi-biographical. It's about friendship. Okay. It's not really outdated if we're talking about how... Oh, there we go. Midsummer Night's Dream. Love triangles. Comedy. Bang. Excellent. Right, let's try and get below 100 as soon as possible. So we definitely already have over 100, but we can certainly get there quickly. What's that? 36, 54, 61, 68, 88. Got 107. But that's okay. Let's get some recommendations on the go. I want to delve into the past. Something historical. Right, you like A Place to Hang the Moon, but you want it historical. Right. And you like children's literature. So a historical... Hatchet? No, it's not that. I'm thinking of Cratchit. Bob Cratchit. Fantastic Mr. Fox. No. Goodnight Gorilla. The Trumpet of the Swan. The Magic World. Ugly Duckling by Hans Christian. That's not really historical. When she's talking about historical, is she talking about an old book or books in a historical setting? This is the difficulty I'm having here. So, what about The Tale of Despero? Rodents, princesses, castles. Ah, well, I didn't have any historical children's books, so Harper, you'll just have to deal with it. I don't, honestly. Right, let's hopefully get some more recommendations in. Oh, what am I going to do with those two? I don't know, Tilda. I've spoken to Moira. Yeah, they did. Love my Mary, but that woman refuses to talk when it comes to family. She's not spoken so much as a word to her son ever since he refused to take over the cafe. So let Moira do it. You've got somebody there with a business degree who's willing to do it. Ah, dear. Well, yes, it is, but... Oh, it's okay, Tilda. It's fine. I know I'm responding to it, so I hope you're reading these as I... Right, Moira and Mariam had a big argument. Help them reconcile their differences. Do you think you could talk to Moira again? I'm sure in her heart she's already willing to reconcile. Hey, you don't know that. I'm going to open up a coffee shop in this town, and Moira is going to... Not a coffee shop, a bookshop. And Moira is going to come and run a bookshop within that coffee shop. So, screw you, Mariam. No time to waste on a book today. There's a lot to do at Liberté, if you'll excuse me. Well, fine. I'm not really fussed, Mariam. I think, you know, there was a distinct lack of appreciation there that you could have showed to your granddaughter, and you did not do that. All right, what do you want? Perfect weather for a new book. You like historical settings, and you want something classical and sophisticated. Okay, right. Phantom of the Opera, Jurassic Park, Three Men in a Boat, Hard Times, Ficciones, 17 stories from the, not really historical, Haunting of Hill House, The Odyssey. There you go. Done. Actually, by the time this episode comes out, the Odyssey film will be live, which I haven't actually seen, and I'm not sure if I want to see it. It looks a little bit overly produced. Don't know. If you've watched the Odyssey, let me know what you think of it. Right, okay. We're doing quite well today, actually, for being a rainy day, but also we have to remember we have a huge stock of books in here now. That debuff is gone, which is great. So maybe it's worth us just coming with 100 books to start with, which actually is only 28 more than what we currently have. So it could be worth just looking into that and seeing if we can get that done. Right, what do you want? You've not yet enjoyed historical settings, so maybe that's one. And Nosh for Students is your all-time favourite. You want cooking tips. Right. Cooking tips. I like that. Terrible Student Cookbook is your favorite book. Right. Surely I've got to have a cookbook in here. I always seem to get one, and now that I need one, there isn't one here. Oh my god, how frustrating. Did I have another shelf of travel books? No, that's it. Right, what about this coffee book? Right. It's not really... Right, let's just read a quick... I got 2 of those Women Who Travel Solo books. No, I don't. Greater books and reading. It's a, you know, not really what we're after. Cuisine, local cuisine. Let's try this. There we go. Just got to look for the right word, haven't you? We're coming to the end of the day here at Café Liberté, and I think that's a decent go there. We've still got somebody in here buying a load of kids' books and crime novels, and that actually takes us up to £152. So that is a very good end to the day. And we've still got people buying... They're buying all of my classics. I need some classics. Right, okay, well, that's fine. We'll have to have a look into that again and see if we can get some classic books. But what it means is, now that I have this shelf, we're going to have to change everything, and all of the blueprints that I have saved are going to have to be redone or rejigged. We're going to have to sort that out. Although, if it is just a case of dropping a shelf in, I can just remove the little book box, so that's fine. You are going to be here for... Can I close yet, or what? Are you going to buy more books? Oh, finally. How are you going to carry all of them home, is my question to you. But great end to the day. £167 in the bank, 318 altogether. And that kind of offsets our largest purchase of the beginning of this year. Right, we've got a wall chime and a wall lantern. We've got some... They're both crime. We'll take this little one here. At least gets our fact books back, our classics back up. And we better take these fact books, but I'm going to wait. It's the Waterfront fish market today, which means it's going to be a nice sunny day. We're going to go back to our thing here. I'm just going to make sure that I've saved this preset. Like that. Then we're going to load up our fish market. Then we're going to go here, back inside, and we are going to take our new shelf just to replace that. There we go. Right, nice. That gets us fact and travel books ready for going. Can I put this anywhere? No, we can't. Would be great if we could then fit that in. That would be even more books. Right, okay, big chance to sell travels and fact books. So I think we can just head back, and we'll head to Waterfront Square for the fish market. And we're going to need to rejig a few things again. So I am going to continue bringing the children's books. So again, we'll put them on the top there. I'll have 2 like that. Then travel books. How many have I got? 155. So we will put out 30 travel books. We'll then put out 20 fact books, because we still need to be quite careful with the amount of fact books we've got. So what we'll do is we'll put another little set in there, and then we'll just put more travel in there. That leaves me with some... Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to get rid of that. We'll put another row of travel there. So we've got 40 travel books in. Then we'll get a row of drama along the bottom there. We're going to have to, just for the small chance of selling them, put them in. Then we'll put a row of crime books and a row of fantasy. Now, we do have lower chances to sell these because of analysis paralysis, but once we sell 14 books, I wonder actually if we take out the classics altogether, right? And then we'll just take out 1, 2... Actually, no, we can take out some of the travel books. This actually doesn't really mean anything at all, but I do want to... There we go. No, let's not do that. Let's put 4 more in there. There. Right, so we're 14 books short, but just because of the day that we have and our chance to sell those travel books, I want to make sure that I get off to the best possible start. So we're going to... This is our last episode. Our last visit for the day. I do need to change these. So I think maybe we'll do a little bit of a reshuffle off camera. Maybe I'm not sure about that. I don't know how I'm going to make that work, but we'll just... and Walt is here at his fish and chip shop. Right, okay. The Debois family. Yeah, I know. If you want to keep your family close, you can't tell them what to do all the time. They're both headstrong, those two. Can't help them unless they want to be helped. Yes, you're right, Walt. You are perfectly right. Can I have a look at some seashells? Oh my god. It gets better. Mine. Yes, definitely. Oh, cool. We now have a converted boat shelf. Excellent. Right. Bye. See ya. Now, he said there was shelves here. Oh, I've got my recycling. I forgot about that. Right, let's just keep looking. We can pick up litter. Does it give us money? I can't remember. No recommendations yet. Coffee machine going back on. Right, here we go. Okay. Right, you like philosophy. No, you don't like philosophy. You want a mystery plot, so a crime novel. Right, okay. Crime novel. Really enjoyed Case Closed. Now, that's a detective getting poisoned and turning back into a kid, so it's kind of like a light-hearted mystery novel. What about this? Let's try this. There we go. Nice and easy. Right, okay, we've got a lot of money to make today, though. But we should do it quite easily. We've got a really good setup here. So you want something historical, but you also like classical pieces of literature. Don't have any classics, but if we have a look at some of the dramas that we have. What about Beowulf? Nice. Perfect. Oh, hang on. Hello. Your dissertation's underway. Researching's fun. Ready to move on to practical, and you want my help. Okay. Nepenthes villosa seed. Seems this plant grows best the further it is from the sea and has a soft spot for crime books. Okay. It's endemic to a region high up in the mountains of Borneo, and I want to see if it can survive in the urban parts of Buxtonbury. It's pretty ambitious, but why not start big, right? Nutrients shouldn't be too much of a problem since it's, well, carnivorous. Anyway, you go to the city centre almost every day, right? Do you think you could take the seedling around in the bookshop? Yeah, okay, sure. So inner city locations away from the sea until it's fully grown. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Lots of sunlight, zero wind, so keep it away from the coast. Right. Now, does this boost my travel? It does. Right, we're going to play Klaus's tape. Because we're selling out quite a bit of stuff, but our travel books haven't gone so well. Right, again, another thrilling story you want. Right, okay. What about Hannibal Lecter? In Cold Blood is a murder mystery with chilling psychology. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Perfect. Can you believe we still haven't heard back about it? No, I can't. On the city council to pay better attention to the culture scene in town, isn't it? So why should we have to do all the work ourselves? I don't know. Very good question. Yeah, don't like the look. Yeah, it's because you're goth rockers, so yeah. Some teens at the Lighthouse who'd love to put on a theatre performance. Well, we'll see. Seems like someone might need a little push. Yeah, I get it. You want me to do all of the work for you. I am still looking for stories to print, Tilda. Ooh, you've drafted something for us. Murder in the supermarket. You know, if you read as much crime fiction as I do, you'll start thinking about how you would pull off the perfect... Tilda? This is a cozy Sunday. You can't be talking about that. Give Fern a copy. Right, so we now have 2 manuscripts. Mine, which was about bees, I think. It was that long ago that I wrote it, so I could not tell you what it was about. An educational book for kids. Okay, you like Tell Me Why. What is this then? Okay, so it's like a general fact book. Right, okay. Now, you are going to want something Why we still tell fairy tales? Educational book for kids? Could that be worth it? Perfect for young readers? Surely that's the one. Yes. Excellent. Right. Come on. We are going to... Oh. We're nearly sold out. We've just got all of those kid books. Whodunit, philosophical, political message. That does not do anything. Like, really? What? A whodunit with a political message? And philosophical. Okay, right. Do we have something in here? I mean, it's not going to be easy for a kid's book to have a political message in it, but we might as well have a look. I don't think we're going to get this one. What's Olivetti? It's about a vintage typewriter. Right, we can't get that one done. I don't think we're going to sell this. Political message. It's a whodunit. It's not really a whodunit though, is it? Let's try it. It's not going to work. I don't have any books with political messages in them. You will just have to cope with it. Right, we didn't sell a single kids book here at the Waterfront Fish Market, so that is probably something that we avoid doing next time. However, as this day ends, we actually managed to pay off everything pretty much. If we can sell a few more books there, we'll have paid off the money that we've spent on the new bookshelf that I've just bought. We're almost kind of like at a point where we should probably be rejigging and kind of readjusting things, because we're starting to get a lot of items now that benefit very specific parts of our bookshop. So I wonder if what I should probably do is have a stock preset that is all of my basics in, like all the stuff that boosts everything, and then we add in more stuff to kind of create thematic ones. So we're going to pick up this non-fiction, and then we've got some used school books here to grab. And crime, I think we're okay with. Classics, these are old paperbacks, so it's just a random stack of books, but we are starting to rebuild our classical stocks now. I want to try and keep like over 100 books in of everything, so we can take that crime one. We'll also grab the wind chime, and then we can get the wall lantern soon enough. Now that we're making a nice bit of money, it's quite easy to be able to restock and buy new things, but we do need to really manage where we're going. And like the days of kind of like spending several days at one location are kind of gone now. Now, there's meteor showers expected tonight, so I wonder if we should go somewhere like the lighthouse or the castle, just in case. Apparently the Saturday market's going to be bigger than ever. Record turnout thanks to perfect weather conditions for the weekly flea market. Well, that's good to know. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We are going to say goodbye to today's Sunday in the cosy little town of St. Buxton. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.